How's it going, everyone? I'm going to be doing something a little different today's video. Obviously, still going to be a commentary because that's about as far as my creative talents go, but I'm putting in just a little more effort than usual. Hell, I'm even reading off a script. Ain't that fucking brilliant? Anyway, today's video will be more serious than my usual shitpost, but don't worry, the shitpost will still be around. I just wanted to try something a little different and see how it goes. Let me know if you like it, and if you do, be sure to rate it and share. Without further ado, on to today's topic. My channel is a Vaporwave channel. It's no secret either. From my intro to my background music choices, the Vaporwave is very present. Honestly, to any passerby on my channel, it would look like I am exactly copying a certain YouTuber that we all know and love. The truth. But I'm not. Granted, I have made plenty of jokes in the past about me copying Leafy is Here, and in the beginning I was. I have no shame in saying that I used to be a Leafy clone. Then I discovered Vaporwave. And it wasn't through Leafy's crappy rendition of the genre, no. It was a guy who made a certain exposed video on my boy Leafy. His name is Mr. Amazing. Everything about this guy's channel I love. His scripted commentaries, his analytical presentation, especially the fact that he didn't use gameplay all the time, if ever, in the background of his videos. Which is obviously something that I don't have the patience to edit yet. Most of all, I could tell he was passionate about the content that he was putting forth. That alone, however, wasn't the thing that got me hooked on Vaporwave. All the tunes Mr. Amazing used in the background of his videos were tunes that I instantly fell in love with. It was for a reason that I didn't know at the time. It felt sentimental, but I couldn't quite place the reason why. But every song stuck in my head, and I immediately started creating a playlist on SoundCloud of all these new songs that I love. And it wasn't the music either. No, it was the aesthetics of it too. The pink and light blues of the Vaporwave looks really struck me. The 80s style surprisingly caught my eye more than any other style I'd seen on YouTube. But like the music, I couldn't quite place just why it was so appealing. Then it struck me. Shopping malls.
Your time is short. Your shopping list is long. You want selection. He wants variety. The kids want fun. So make your day at Metro North.
If you know anything about me in person, it's that I love shopping malls. I've never really been able to explain why. Maybe it's the fact that I can literally get all the shopping I need done in one place. Or maybe it's the aesthetic of it being a giant community built into one building. I never quite could figure it out, but I knew then why Vaporwave struck me so much. It reminded me of the malls back in their prime, the 1980s. Since I'm only 19 years old, I never got to experience the thing I loved so much back when it was the place to go. I hear so many stories of people going to the mall and spending all day there, getting lunch in the food court, hanging out in huge groups of friends, something that I never experienced. It's something that I can't imagine being a part of. But it's something that I've always glorified and loved. Even more though, Vaporwave reminds me of my local mall, Metro North in Kansas City. It was where I spent a huge amount of my childhood, sitting in the main chasm of the mall after getting some Topsy's popcorn and limeades, watching the signature hot air balloons go up and down. I have so many fond memories of my sister and I running up and down the four wings of the mall while my mom was in Bath & Body Works, and trying to make it back just outside the store by the time she came out so we wouldn't get in trouble. Some of the best pizza I ever had was in a little food shop called Kelso's, and yes, it was as good, if not better, than Chicago Deep Dish, which I have had. But all my memories are of when the mall was fading away. During all the memories I have, there were probably less than 10 stores in the mall that could once hold 150. I even swear there were times when my family would be the only patrons inside the entire 1.3 million square foot mall. My memories of the mall even include jumping over puddles that had formed from holes in the ceiling, exploring abandoned shops left open to passerbyers. I remember one time pulling back the tarp that covered the former Montgomery Ward section of the mall and seeing for the first time the decay that abandonment can create. Moss and mold growing on the drywall and ceiling tiles, a giant pool of water in the middle of the floor, chirping from birds nested deep inside the former superstore. I never would have imagined that the entire mall would once look like that. But in April 2014, the mall shut its doors for good, and it sat completely abandoned for over 2 years.
As you can see behind me, demolition has started on the Metro North Mall, which closed in April of 2014.
Just a few months ago, a company came in and started demolishing the mall, effectively tearing down a part of my childhood and the memories of millions here in Kansas City. Seeing the inside of the mall in person for the first time since 2014 was shocking. It had deteriorated so much, but nonetheless, in just a few months, it will be completely gone. I guess the biggest reason I love Vaporwave so much is that it reminds me of my childhood memories from the mall. It brings me a sense of nostalgia that I don't really feel from any other genre of music. And obviously, if I love this aesthetic so much, why not make it the theme of my channel? So what if it looks like I'm copying Leafy or Mr. Amazing? Vaporwave is the aesthetic that I love, and I don't plan on changing it anytime soon. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to rate it. This is Psycho, signing out.